Silver and Red first meet at Bird Speed Dating. I wondered if doing press for the movie was the first time that you've met on this project, or if you did have any time together in the voice booth.
No, we knew each other prior.
I was an intern at Saturday Night Live when he was on Saturday Night Live.
Yes. And I was like, you got something, kid.
I was like, yeah, your salad.
Yeah, thank you.
Now get out of my face.
Yeah, and please leave. We're trying to do something. And then we bumped into each other with our partners, like out at dinner, and we was like, hey,
We're in a movie together.
Yeah, and then this is the third. Yeah.
And what's the challenge of creating chemistry in the voice recording booth when you are just there on your own?
It's kind of up to them. I mean, it's they play us samples of how the other person sounds, obviously, and how they're approaching a scene. So you try to adapt to that rhythm, but that's not always the case, and you just kind of have to trust.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I'd met Rachel. I'd seen her show. I know her voice, but other people in the thing, like Bill, like I know his rhythms. Danny, I've worked with, in that capacity. So Josh as well. Like that. When you sort of know someone's voice or style, you can maybe anticipate that. But then again, they're playing a full-on different character from anything, that anyone's done before. So it really helps as the process goes on, getting to hear what choices they're making to kind of do it. But then really the true, honest to goodness geniuses of they're twiddling the knobs and making it sound like we're in the same room and literally looking at each other is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'll say anyone who is in the same room with their co-stars when they record an animated movie is cheating and shouldn't be eligible for Oscars.
Yeah. Well said. Yep.
And what do you particularly enjoy about the process that you don't get to do when you're on stage or on screen being seen?
Look however I want.
There's that. Yep. Yeah, we can show up a lot closer to work time versus having an early call time. No early mornings in the voiceover world.
No, I mean when you're a woman in film TV, you come at least an hour and a half before the call time, and it's a whole thing. Thing.
A whole
Today was a whole thing.
To do if I may be so bold.
Do you have any makeup? You have a little bit of powder on.
A little bit of powder, yeah. Not that much. No, I mean this we put on.
Yeah, right. You're clean shaven, actually.
100%. This is just for look.
Yeah.
And the hair is connected to the hat. That all
Some of the
comes
spirit
off.
gum's already coming off.
I know. Trust
And
me.
how obsessed were either of you with the Angry Birds game, particularly when it was at its height and everyone was playing?
I know. Not at all. I've probably played 10 times in my life.
My husband was, and I rebelled and played Fruit Ninja instead.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got you.
And Jason, how fun is it as a parent making something like this that your kids are able to enjoy and watch over again?
I mean, it's great. Yeah, it's had that experience with the first movie and the first kid. That was the first one was the first movie that ever my little boy had seen, and I don't know what it's doing maybe to their brain chemistry to have their parents my voice in a movie that they're watching. If that'll screw it up because neither of my parents were actors, so I don't know. We'll see as they get older if it screws them up. But for right now, yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's one of the few things that I've actually done in my career that they're allowed to watch if I'm being a good parent. Yeah.
And we had Olivia to our studio in London recently to talk about Booksmart.
Yes.
Which
yeah.
Of course you're in as well.
Yeah.
I just wondered, like at home, do you tend to find yourself talking about work quite a lot and bouncing ideas off each other's scripts and that sort of thing?
Not really. Not as much as people would think. I think on behalf of Olivia, I'm a little insulted when people think like how much help did you give her with Booksmart? I'm like, none. Like you see all the help that I provided, and then she chose the best parts as the director. It's like it's not that she wouldn't want it. It's not that I wouldn't give it to her, but it's it's not something that we got other things to think about and worry about, and also our kids don't want to hear any of this stuff. They don't want to stop talking about work. Look at us, we're doing something neat, and they usually are half the time.
Jason, Rachel, thanks very much.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey You Guys!